Welcome everyone to semi-final 5 of our National Activate competition for 2024. We're excited that you're here. We're super excited to be here. Well done for choosing an amazing way to spend your Thursday morning. We're here giving young people a profile to share their solutions to problems that matter to them. We're going to hear 5 amazing pitches today from teams all across Australia, and they're super excited to share their thinking with you. My name is Jared Turner. I'm a program manager here at Future Anything. I can assure you we've got an excellent event coming up for you today. I'm joining you here from Meanjin on Yagara and Turrbal country, and I'd like to pay my respects to the elders past, present, and future of this land. Wherever you're joining us from Australia today, we know that there's been a really deep and rich history of creativity and innovation in our country that's been going for 60,000 or more years, and that comes from our First Nations people. So here's an example of that. This is an eel funnel from the Gudjintjmara people of the Lake Condah region in southwest Victoria. It's really interesting innovation that essentially moves eels from a larger lake system into a smaller man-made pond so they can be harvested for food. The eels will swim in, they'll get trapped on the other side, and then they're really easy to fish, catch, and cook up. So it's a fisheries technique that's really sophisticated and has actually got echoes in modern fishery methods today. So our First Nations people have created a really strong legacy of creativity and innovation. And we're going to be seeing young people from across our nation today continue on that legacy as they're pitching forward their ideas. Wherever you're joining us from today, whether it be the office, whether it be the school classroom, whether it be the teacher staff room, or beaming in from home, we're super pumped you're able to spend the time celebrating young people with us today. We've got a few handles on our socials on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. And we'd love you to share a photo, a thought, a takeaway from the event today, post it up here with this tag, just to really get that word out there about the amazing event we have happening today and the support we're giving to our young people. So the Future Anything National Finals and our semi-finals are the culmination of our Activate program, where we see 7,500 young people across Australia going on this entrepreneurial journey from choosing a problem that matters right through to developing, innovating, creating, and pitching a really awesome solution. So we've had teams from across every state in Australia participate in this competition, 300 applications for our semi-finals, down to our top 40. And here we're seeing 5 of those teams pitch off for a place in our grand final. Each young person and each team has been working on some version of this mission. As an entrepreneur, pitch an innovative idea that makes the world a better place. I'd like to introduce you to some of our previous winners of our Activate finals. Our first team is Culture Hood. They won our finals in 2019 with a really awesome idea. These are 3 young people with Polynesian heritage. And when they had the choice and the opportunity to choose a problem that matters to them, they did some research and they found out that the rate of domestic violence is actually higher in Polynesian communities than average. They thought, let's do something about that while celebrating our culture at the same time. So they handcrafted some designs that they put on hoodies, and these hoodies would raise money for domestic violence prevention. Lots of creativity from the young people coming through, both in their pitch and in their concept and in their designs. That really impressed our judges around their passion and their potential, and this team took out the 2019 prize. Then we have Chloe, and she won in 2021 with Chloe's Heat Wheats, an idea she pitched and that she was actually already selling. Organic, sustainably sourced heat wheats that she had stockers, she had some sales happening online, and her entrepreneurial spirit really made her stand out for the judges. Since then, she's become a serial entrepreneur, and she's now launched Chloe's Markets, Youngpreneur Markets, which give other young people like her who are starting businesses a really accessible way to get involved in a market stall and start selling their products. Amazing stuff from Chloe. And then we have Blaze and Harley from Unified First Aid at Ferny Grove State High School. They were our winners last year, and they also chose a problem really close to their hearts. Both Blaze and Harley had family members with lived experience of disability, and they wanted to do something to empower people with disabilities. So they created Unified First Aid, an education service that gives courses to train people in first aid, and the people they train are people with disabilities. It's all about empowering them, so if the need arises, they can be heroes of their own story. Since their win, Blaze and Harley have been getting some awesome support to help them launch and scale their idea, and they're getting excited to launch their first course before the end of this year. So that's a little bit about our finalists from the past, here's a little bit about our agenda today. It's going to be a super, super exciting event. In a moment, we're going to meet our judges. We're going to hear 5 different teams pitching. And then there's going to be an opportunity for our judges to decide our winning teams, and also for the people's vote, where you get to put forward your favorite team and your favorite pitch and idea from today. We've got teams from lots of different places joining us. Fairholme College with MS Breathable Pajamas, Reroute from Kildare, Relief Australia from Loretto Curability, Girls Only from Sheldon College, and Safe Surf from Matthew Flinders Anglican College. We are going to get into hearing from them very soon. It's going to be super awesome. But let me tell you a little bit about how the pitching is going to work. Each team gets a 3-minute pitch. They're going to hear a 30-second warning bell, which sounds like this when they've got 30 seconds left. So that'll sound teams when you've got 30 seconds remaining on the clock. And then at the 3-minute mark, they're going to hear this bell. And that's the sign to stop the pitching. After that, we're going to throw to our judges for around 4 minutes of questions. And the teams are going to be able to explain a little bit more about their amazing ideas. The destinations the teams will get to go to. We'll have one team as an overall winner, and they get to pitch on stage at our national grand final. Then we have one team as our runner-up, and they get to showcase at our national grand final as well. That's another great opportunity to share their wonderful thinking. We also got the People's Choice option. So like I mentioned, you'll be casting your vote at the end of the event. We'd love to get heaps and heaps of votes happening. And that team will get a wildcard entry to get involved in our showcase at the national grand final as well. So the link for that is going to be revealed at the end of the pitches. So stay tuned, get that thinking happening, get that excitement pumping up for all our amazing teams who are joining us today. We're really fortunate to be joined by judges who are experts in the business and enterprise space, and they're here to support our teams and make that really tough decision about who's going to go through to the final. We have Juanita, we have Lachlan, and we have Tanya. So let's have them join us on the screen. Welcome, judges. We are super, super pumped to have you here. Thanks so much for giving your time to help us with this event. I'm going to throw over to you for a brief intro and just one thing you're excited about as a judge today. Juanita, can we start with you?
Absolutely. Thanks, Jared. Congratulations to all the teams on making it to the semi-finals. I am incredibly excited and looking forward to hearing all of your pitches. They're going to be great. I'm the CEO of TEDx Brisbane, so it's my job to decide which great ideas make it to our stage. And so today I'm looking for people who are passionate about the problem they're trying to address and who have a new solution, ideally I've never heard before.
Awesome. Looking for that uniqueness. Love that, Juanita. Thank you. Lachlan, how about you? Tell us a little bit about yourself and what you're excited for today.
Morning, Jared, and morning, everybody else. Looking forward to hearing all of the pitches. I'm very excited about it. My background is in accounting. I run my own accounting business, so I work with businesses all over Australia to navigate the legislative headache that is tax, but also help them grow their businesses in a lot of different industries, from medical practices through to art galleries, through to QBCC building and construction. So a lot of different interesting enterprises, and I love to hear people who are passionate about what they do. So yes, very excited to hear all of the creative ideas that you guys have today.
Wonderful. Thanks so much, Lachlan. There's going to be heaps of passion coming through. Tanya, how about you? Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you very much for having me. I am a big fan of Future Anything and the work that is done here to empower young people. I've been an entrepreneur for my second career, let's call it, for the past 10 years. I've started and run 3 different organizations, and they are 2 of which have sat in the high school space. So I'm incredibly passionate about empowering young people in order to find that passion and pursue it. And I think for me today, I love knowing where ideas come from. What was the pain point or the need that really stirred the motivation to go and do this? Because we know that entrepreneurship can be hard yakka at times, and you have to really, really care about what you're doing to make it last. So I'm so excited to hear what everyone's come up with.
Wonderful. Thanks so much, Tanya. So teams, we just heard from our judges. They've probably been in similar pitching situations before, so they know what it's like. They're here to support you and back you, and they're just super happy to be here, hearing the product of your amazing creativity and collaboration. So without further ado, we're going to get into our pitches. And coming to us from Fairholme College at Toowoomba, we have team MS Breathable Pajamas, represented by Georgia, Amelia, and Imi. Hey team, give us a wave. How are you doing?
Yeah, good, thank you.
Awesome. We're so excited to have you here. You've got your school banner behind you. You're all prepped and prepared. We're really excited to hear what you have to say. We're here to support you. Going first, that's awesome. You can start your pitch when you're ready.
Georgia, Imi and I have teamed up together to create a unique business, MS Breathable Pajamas, designed specifically for my mum and others facing similar battles. This idea was born during the COVID lockdown of 2020, when my mum revealed she was battling MS, a disease with no cure. It causes constant pain, fatigue, and exhaustion, but specifically a difficulty in regulating body temperature. Her strength inspires me daily as she fights her battles, so we are determined to create a difference through our business.
Next. What you mightn't know is that this autoimmune disease affects over 2.8 million people globally, including 33,000 Australians, with 70% being women. Next.
This is a social enterprise that focuses on the people. We are different from brands such as Peter Alexander and Skims that prioritise style over comfort. We produce a product that is comfortable, stylish, and focuses on temperature regulation to give everyone a cool and comfortable night's sleep. Our sourcing practices are another point of difference. We source our cotton from a local Queensland farm near St George called Bennelong. Our direct connection with the owners of the farm, the Rogan family, allow us to use their data to track our cotton from the field to the final product. Our naturally Australian grown cotton will be woven into a breathable material, dyed and constructed for the ultimate comfort. Feedback from MS sufferers has informed our design brief. Our pajamas are made from an open weave fabric with loose fitting sleeves and leg openings, all of which increase airflow. Here are our starting 6 patterns.
Next. Our pajamas will retail for $110 a pair, as this covers all production and overhead costs, while still allowing us to donate 30% of proceeds to MS research. As well as this, we have linked to MS Awareness Month. The first Monday of May, MS Monday, we will donate 100% of income to MS research. Next. We have already launched social media pages as well as a QR code that directs readers to more information about MS, our business, and our mission. Additionally, we plan to sell our product at established markets. Next.
We've decided to begin with women's winter pajamas, benefiting our original target market. We will then plan to scale up, including a summer range and pajama options for men and children. We've reached out to MS support groups and looked to establish partnerships with them to include our pajamas in their hampers and pamper packages for sufferers of neurological diseases. So this endeavour is more than just a business. It's a tribute to my mum and others facing similar battles. So join us in making a difference through your sleepwear choices. MS Breathable Pajamas.
Team MS Breathable Pajamas, amazing work. Thank you so much for sharing your connection to that really important cause and your wonderful idea. We're really lucky to hear that. Well done for going first and giving an excellent pitch. So you're going to stay in that hot seat for a little bit longer. We're passing over to our judges for some questions. Our first question is going to come from Juanita. Do you have a question for the team?
Absolutely. First of all, congratulations. You did a really great job. You should be totally proud.
Thank you.
My question was, how long do you think it will take you to get started?
You go, George. So we aim to sell 400 pairs in our first year, and that'll be after having processed all the pajamas, actually made them. And then with that generating 4,800 profit, we will reinvest into our business for expansion. And then we anticipate raising approximately $13,200 in our first year for MS research.
Fantastic. Great answer. Thank you so much.
Well done, team. Getting clear on those numbers. I could see Lachlan as our accountant calculating them in our head. Awesome work. Lachlan, do you have a question for the team?
The girls are too fast on the numbers for me. I'll take their word for it. Well done, girls. Really good presentation. Very impressed. I like that you spoke about the difference that you had to some of the other major labels like Peter Alexander, and that you guys go for comfort over necessarily being the most stylish on the market. How did you do your research there in finding like a point of difference for comfort?
Amy.
Many brands like Peter Alexander, for instance, they use like a thicker, silky satin material, which like can be quite hot and thick and sweaty for people. And seeing as MS is our main like target market, we have thought about Amelia's mum as an example and how uncomfortable and hot and sweaty it can be. So we've looked to introduce 100% raw cotton pajamas that are in an opened weave material that are stylish and consumers will still like as much as other brands, just with that more suitable material.
Yeah, good answer. Thank you. That's certainly that clear solution to the problem that you had. Well done.
Thank you.
Well done, team. And our final question for you is going to come from Tanya.
Hi, that was brilliant, girls. Thank you so much. I loved it. You covered a lot of my questions in the pitch, actually. So what is left to ask is, as a team, what do each of you bring individually to this endeavor?
So my connection with my mum, obviously, and then these girls,
we look to like support Amelia, and she sort of brought the idea to the table, and then
we just wanted to fill the gap in the market, and we think that we all bring different aspects of like research and like numbers, and some people are more mathematical, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, awesome. Well, it's great that you're supporting each other. That's fantastic.
Awesome work, team. We'd love to hear about that collaboration. Well done for starting us off. What an excellent beginning to our 5th semi-final. You've done wonderful work. Thank you so much. Take over, relax. You've done an excellent job. That was our team, MS Breathable Pajamas from Fairholme College. Well done. And now joining us from Kildare College in South Australia, we have our team Reroute, Hannah and Angela. Great to see you both. You're here at the semi-finals. Huge achievement. How are you feeling?
Great. Good.
Awesome. Great. We're super proud of your progress so far.
Thank you.
We're super excited to hear what you have to say for our pitch, your pitch. So feel free to begin when you're ready.
Hello, good morning all. I'm Hannah. And I'm Angela. The problem we're trying to solve is the challenges faced by many migrants and refugees coming into a new country and adjusting to a new environment. Upon arrival, they often struggle with language barriers, finance issues, unfamiliar customs, and they might have limited knowledge about essential services, leading to feelings of isolation and depression. They also find it hard accessing in healthcare, education, and employment. This mission is important to us as we came to Australia last year from Ireland as newcomers, and we know the struggle of many other newcomers. Next. Our solution to this problem is that we create an app, Reroute, that will aid refugees and migrants get access to local communities, shops, schools, hospitals, jobs, housing, places of worship, and provide them with language classes as they're all features in our app. We will help them find a place where they belong, and urgent action is required to provide full support. These essential measures will empower migrants and refugees to overcome these obstacles, fostering a sense of belonging and independence, where they now have a chance to call a place home. This is a time where we can change the lives of around 200,000 migrants, and we can change lives of around 200,000 in a year, clearly showing that the time to act is now. We are different from other apps like My Oz app, as our apps are for refugees and migrants, that includes language classes. Next. This idea will happen by fine-tuning the app ideas and turning the app ideas into a design prototype. We would develop a budget, and within the budget, we would find an app coder and designer, start partnerships such as Digital Nectar and Coed Digital. Here in Adelaide, we can partnership with Vocational Language Learning Centre for language classes, SA Housing Centre for housing, and we can partnership with Jobs Statewide for job opportunities. Our profit will come from the businesses that are willing to advert in the app. Next, Reroute can significantly help migrants and refugees integrate into new communities. The app can adapt to different regions and cultures, allowing it to grow widely. Using sustainable services, optimizing energy usage, minimizing data consumption, and leveraging renewable resources can minimize environmental impact. We will measure our impact by tracking user engagement rates and successful community connection. We will monitor access to services and language class enrollment. We will also collect feedback through survey to improve the app continuously. With our personal experiences as newcomers, we are dedicated to make this app realistic and essential for helping migrants and refugees settle into their new environment successfully. Thank you.
Awesome, Hannah and Angela. Amazing, amazing work. That was such a strong pitch. Really well done. I can see you're really proud of yourselves there, taking in those deep breaths. That's awesome. And really cool to hear you're able to work on a cause that is something you see as really important and create an idea that you think would have helped you as well. So we're going to go to our judges now, and we're going to start off with Lachlan for the first question.
Well done, girls. That was excellent. Certainly, certainly something that Australia offers, which is very special of people coming here to live. And yeah, you certainly want to reduce those barriers to entry by making it even more accessible if somebody's maybe trying to learn the language or, as you said, customs issues. You explained most things really well in that. My only real question was, how have you both thought about how people might access it in terms of marketing's maybe not the right word, but how would you pitch that to people so that they find out about it?
Advertisements. We could advertise, ask businesses to locally advertise it. And then, yeah, on social media, we could advertise on social media.
Yeah, cool. Well done, girls.
Thank you.
Great work on your first question, team. Over to Tanya for our next question.
Fantastic work, girls. I love this. And I love as I'd said in my introduction, I love this has come from a place of personal experience of challenge that you faced, and you can see exactly what that solution would be able to bring. As someone who has started 3 businesses now, sometimes one of the hardest bits is actually getting the money in place to do the work in order to then make the money. Have you thought about how you might be able to get those funds in order to pay the developer and things like that to actually make the app before you can then start selling the advertising on it? One of those real world questions. Pardon? Crowdfunding? Yeah, crowdfunding. Great. Okay, excellent. Cool. Thank you.
Well, great thinking, team. Some on the spot brain firing there right after your pitch. Love to see it. Juanita, a question from you.
That was a fantastic pitch. Hannah and Angela should be really proud. Feel really good. My question was about languages.
Yes.
So when you first roll it out, have you had a thought? What are your thoughts about what languages the app will be available in? Are you thinking you'll start with English and then bring more online, or what have your thoughts been about that?
So it would start with English, and there would be an option where you can change it into different languages that will make you understand better. And then with the classes, we would be choosing languages that are most familiar with other people, which are most famously known as. So it'll be easier for everyone to really acknowledge it.
Fantastic. Great answer. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks so much, judges. Thanks so much, Hannah and Angela. You've done so well. And I also believe you're the first team from Kildare that'll be joining us today. You've got some other teams that'll be joining for other semi-finals. So I'm sure you'll be able to go and celebrate with them and watch the other pitches and wait for that final result. Excellent work. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wonderful. So our third team for today, coming to us from Loreto Kirribilli in Sydney, we have Relief Australia, represented by Caitlin and Eleanor. Relief, how are we doing?
Really good, thank you.
Awesome. That's great. I see some logos ready to go there. Looking fantastic with those logos, all prepared. You can begin your pitch when you're ready.
Thank you. Imagine a future where in every direction you look, ecosystems are thriving. The vegetation is brightly coloured, the sky is clear, and endangered species are making a comeback. Who wouldn't want that? Next slide.
Now let's look at the more realistic times. A world only 200 years away, falling apart piece by piece. The damage caused by deforestation in Australia affects our ecosystems, wildlife, and even the air we breathe. What if there was a way to empower everyday people to make a difference, simply and effectively? Next slide.
Deforestation in Australia is a growing concern, contributing to habitat loss, species extinction, and climate change. Over 7.7 million hectares of Australian bushland has been cleared between 2000 and 2017. Next slide. That's where we come in. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Caitlin.
And my name is Eleanor. We grew up watching climatic issues burning our native bushlands to ashes. As 10-year-olds sitting on the edge of our seats, grouping onto the hope that the ecosystem would recover, we could never imagine that we would be able to create a product that can help restore these sacred places. Next slide. This is Relief Australia, a community-based initiative that makes combating deforestation easy and accessible. Next slide.
Relief Australia is a website that brings together technology, education, and hands-on action to empower people to plant trees in areas affected by deforestation. The website connects users with local organisations, schools, and businesses to coordinate tree planting events. It offers tree planting tutorials, information about native species, and tips. Next slide.
The app even includes a tracking system where users can monitor the growth of their trees and see the impact on native wildlife. We also offer packages that come with cameras, plants, and burners to create habitat that supports biodiversity. Next slide.
Relief Australia seeks $5,000 in sponsorship to fund the launch of our website. It will also fund materials, packages, plants, and other sustainable items. Next slide.
Relief Australia seeks WWF and Wilderness Society sponsorships to boost tree planting, finances, and protect wildlife. Together, we can drive change. Next slide.
Relief Australia outshines our competition, Tree People and Forest Watch, by combining community action, education, and impact tracking. With unique tree planting kits, we offer a more engaging and sustainable way to fight deforestation. Next slide.
Thank you for listening to our presentation.
Together, let's Relief Australia.
Wow, Caitlin and Eleanor, such fantastic work. I see the judges applauding you. I'm sure you're getting lots of applause from your teachers there at school. You've done excellent work on that pitch. Really, really exciting idea. Let's go on over to our judges for your questions. We're going to hear from Tanya first this time. You got a question for the team?
Yes, thank you. Girls, thank you very much. I love this concept and I think it's so critical to be addressed. One of my questions is, I come from a marketing background, and so I will ask the marketing question. How do you plan to spread the word about these kits that you have available for people to plant their trees?
Yeah, so we will have these kits on our website available on the homepage. But to spread the word about our website and our kits, we'll be doing advertising. So that might just be on transport or maybe flyers or maybe even on social media. We also do have a potential sponsor of wilderness.org. We did email them and they did reach out to us back saying that they will sponsor us if we do become, an actual thing. So we're planning to also use them to help spread awareness about our product.
That's brilliant. That is such a fantastic partnership to put in place. Well done. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Awesome stuff, team. Juanita, you got a question for the team?
Absolutely. Congratulations. That was a great pitch, guys. And I absolutely agree with Tanya. It's an incredibly important thing that we should be doing. I loved that you referenced your competitors. And I was wondering if you could tell me, if I was thinking of going to one of them and instead I was going to you, what do you think is your absolute best point over your competitors?
Our best point is probably that we're a community-based website. Our competitors are usually a more individual act, so you actually need to go in store to actually sign up to these things, but we are just an easy, accessible website that allows schools and organizations to communicate on it.
Great answer. Thank you so much.
Well done, team. You're absolutely on a roll. Our third question from Lachlan.
Well done, Caitlin and Eleanor. Excellent job. What do you think was the background behind the idea? What got either of you or both of you inspired in this topic?
Probably seeing all the bushfires on the news and also like all the trees just being cut down and falling down from lightning and stuff.
Yeah, that's fair. I think that's been everywhere at the moment, and it's very topical. So well done.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wonderful stuff, Team Relief Australia. Great work on your pitch and with responding to those questions. You've done a super excellent job. Well done, and enjoy the remainder of the semi-final. Thanks, team.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome. Alrighty, so we've had 3 pitches. We're on to our 4th. It's just going to keep getting better from here. And we've got Team Girls Only from Sheldon College. Team, great to see you. We're here at the semi-final. Huge achievement to get here. How are you feeling?
I'm nervous.
Yep,
Yeah.
good and nervous. Awesome. That's totally understandable. We got some people excited. We got some people nervous. That's all the mix you need in a team, I think. And we're super excited to support you and hear your pitch. So you start when you're ready.
I just got my period. I'm so embarrassed. Be embarrassed.
We have the perfect thing for you.
I'm Samantha. I'm Maddie.
And I'm Ella.
And we're Girls Only. Next. Girls' problems begin in teenage years. A stressful and confusing time us 3 have all been through, when girls feel unable to speak openly about their disgusting problems. Millions of girls worldwide don't have anyone to help them through this time. So this is where Girls Only steps in. Next, the lack of education surrounding feminine hygiene and health impacts the well-being, confidence, and therefore future opportunities of young women. Next,
Girls Only is an unprecedented application that offers solutions to every girl-related issue and allows girls, even in developing countries, to have hundreds of specialists at a tip of their fingers.
Next, the homepage tracks. Oh, this is our prototype. Next, the homepage tracks periods and menopause, offers guidance through different phases, and assists with irregular cycles. Also, the news button provides girls with access to monthly empowering newsletters. Next, the message button offers AI-monitored public chat rooms where girls can answer each other's questions. Next, and for $5 a month, girls can click on the 2 speech bubbles to talk to customizable specialists. Next,
A password-protected journal tracks key terms like stress to detect period irregularities. A products page girls can purchase through offers detailed product description and a tips and tricks page with additional information.
Next, we have many points of difference. However, our key difference is ensuring girls in developing countries have access to the same education and help. For example, the HDI in Bihar is low, meaning girls there have limited professional support. The girls-only subscription is cheap to allow girls in these and many more situations to access professional support. Next, teenage girls have the highest social media consumption, so Girls Only's target audience is teenage girls as well as older women, meaning TikTok, Instagram, and Pinterest will be advertised on. A total of $15,000 will be spent on the TikTok and Instagram influencers, and a total of $500 will be spent on Pinterest investments.
It costs $200 for coders to make an app, and the subscription service experts will be offered $5,000 annually for answering questions in free time. This small pay is due to the selling point of the job being the exposure experts clinics require. All these costs equate to a startup cost of $235,000.
Next, Girls Only is ensured a profit through the combination of an affiliate model of marketing skincare companies' products and receiving a percentage of sales, an advertising model, and a subscription model of girls paying for professional help. Next, since this startup cost is large, a website will be developed for the app for $10,000. We will then invest in advertisements and workers. When Girls Only gains a stable profit, the app will be developed. We are already in contact with an analyst programmer regarding development.
Next, lastly, a partnership with the Child Fund has already been secured. The Child Fund sends teams to developing countries to educate children. And Girls Only will accompany these teams to educate girls in these countries on how to care for themselves.
Next, we are looking for your investments. Thank you for listening.
Our team, massive round of applause to Samantha, Ayla, and Madison. Amazing work. Awesome to see you celebrating there at the end of your pitch. Looks like you had so much fun delivering that and putting together all your marketing collateral, which we see around you as well. So well done there. We're going to head on over to our judges. Lachlan, can we start with you for a question, please?
Absolutely. Well done, girls. Excellent pitch. I had one question, well, I had a couple of questions, one about the developing countries, but you answered it there with the internet access, which is excellent. The other one that I had was, you had some good information there that you'd done on time that people spend on social media. Where did you find that information from, or what research did you do?
We conducted a survey between all of our business classes and asked all the girls and all the boys like what apps they spend time on. And I found that girls spend the most time on social media apps, boys spend the most time on texting apps, and that the social media apps that the girls in these classes spend the most time on, TikTok, Instagram, and Pinterest, which is why we chose these apps, because the girls in our grade are around the exact same age as our target audience.
Well done. Good answer.
Awesome. So cool to have your target audience right there at school. And you definitely made the most of them. Great stuff, team. Tanya, question from you.
Yes, I'm processing. It's a huge idea, and you're right. You know, this need to get access for information for people who don't have it around such a critical challenge for young women, and as you say, older women. I think for me, you said about access to hundreds of specialists. So how do you see that playing out? Do the specialists get paid, or are they doing this voluntarily? How is that going to work?
So basically, we pay specialists a small cost of actually $5,000 a year, and you're thinking, why would they actually sign up for that? So basically, they're only paid $5,000 a year to answer questions in afternoons, and the main selling point of the job is that they can advertise their clinics through Girls Only. So if people are talking to them like, I've got this lump in my breast or something, they can say, oh my God, that is a really big problem. This could become fatal if you don't get it checked out. You need to come to my clinic. I can do a scan. And if they're going through Girls Only and a cheap subscription because they're having money problems, then they can negotiate, hey, we can lower the price a tiny bit. We can come and get this scan for less, or you can go to this place. So that's
fantastic. Cool. Thank you. Great answer.
Nice one, team. And last question from Juanita.
Congratulations, girls. You did a really great job. My question, because I think this is a fabulous presentation, a really big idea. How are you going to make sure, have you thought about how you're going to make sure you keep the quality of the answers? You mentioned AI, you mentioned specialists. How are you going to make sure that the information that is going out from you to girls all around the world is reliable and of a good quality?
So our information that's spread in our chat rooms is checked by AI against reliable information.
And we actually handpick out these sources. We go through and we choose the best, most reliable apps and put it into our AI system, which we're going to develop, and we allow it to check that. And we also go through, we're going to hire people. We haven't fully developed or discussed it yet, but if there's anything that the AI is having troubles with, because we are new into this and we don't know how this works, we are going to find workers that can check through this and make sure the information is reliable. So yeah, so we've got 2 checkers.
Great answer. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, another fantastic pitch and set of answers from Samantha, Ayla, and Madison from Girls Only at Sheldon College. Well done, team. Your time to celebrate after your excellent efforts today. Thanks so much for joining us. And now, heading over to the Sunshine Coast in Queensland, we've got Team Safe Surf from Matthew Flinders College, Jesse and Jack. Here they are. Boys, loving your school uniform. Do you get to wear that to school every day? Maybe that's not your school uniform. Is that something about your product, actually?
Yes.
Awesome. Well, I'm excited to dive into that with you and hear all about it. You boys start your pitch when you're ready.
Almost 100 people drowned last year in Australia at the beach. We have a solution to solve this life-threatening problem. Next slide, please.
Good morning. My name is Jesse and this is Jack. We're here from Safe Surf and we are saving lives one at a time. We're here to reduce the amount of people losing their lives to tragic beach drownings. There are families that are left in devastation that they have lost a cherished family member, and we are here to save them. Well, our product innovatively solves this problem. Introducing Safe Surf, a highly recommendable brand that just might save your life when you go to the beach. Next slide, please.
Say one day you're at the beach having a great time. You go for a swim. Uh-oh, you're in danger. You're slowly drowning into the water. What do? Well, luckily, you're wearing Safe Surf. Next slide.
Firstly, you pull a ripcord to inflate your rash vest with a CO2 cartridge. Secondly, while floating safely in buoyancy, you push a button on a rubber wristband to send your location to the lifeguard tower through a GPS tracker. Finally, waiting safely, the lifeguards pick you up for a swift rescue back to the beach. This also ensures some safety protection. Next slide, please.
We are trying to save precious lives because this problem deeply matters to us. We are out in the water every day training to become surf lifesavers on the Sunshine Coast. This is why we care about preventing drownings. Next slide, please.
The flags on this picture indicate patrolled beaches that we want to affiliate with on the Sunshine Coast. Next slide, please.
We also have a variation of rash vest rentals for tourists and other people who don't often go to the beach. Our cost to buy this product is $60 to $100. Our rental system will cost $5 an hour and $25 per day. We have arm sleeves that cost $30 for a cheaper alternative. Next slide, please.
Thank you for taking the time to listen to our innovative life-saving product. Surf safety means a lot to us, and we are very passionate about it. Thank you.
Wow, Jesse and Jack, amazing, amazing stuff. So cool to see you giving that pitch, demoing your product, and also putting so much kind of evidence of your work on that product in your slide deck as well with those photos. Excellent stuff. So stay tuned in. We're going to head over to our judges for some questions. Tanya, can we start with you?
Yes. Guys, that was so great. I loved that. And I could feel how important this is to you as an issue. And I really, really commend you on that. I'm fascinated. I have 2 boys, kids, and I always worry about them when they're swimming at the beach. How does it work? You were saying about you press a button and it blows and it like puffs up. Is that how it works? Are you wearing it right now?
Yeah, well, this is our prototype. So
Yeah,
to inflate it, you pull a ripcord on your rash,
Yeah.
inflate it, then it gets inflated like this.
Yeah.
And then to send your location to the lifeguard tower, you press a button on your wristband, and they'll send your location through a GPS tracker. And then
Is the wristband separate? Sorry, is it separate, or you buy it separately, or it's
the
okay,
wristband
perfect.
here,
Cool.
the ripcord's here.
It looks very cool.
Thank
I
you.
love it. Okay, amazing. Thank you for that.
Awesome prototyping work there, team. Juanita, question from you.
Oh, congratulations, guys. That was absolutely wonderful. I love your rental model because the number, you would know this, but the number of drownings in Australia, a lot of them are tourists. How did you come up with the idea for the rental model?
The rental model. So we asked feedback from our fellow peers and some of our teachers. And one of our teachers suggests we use a rental system at the beach for passing by tourists and people who live in the country or who don't go to the beach often. So like maybe go like once or twice a year, so they don't have to buy it and let it sit around for a year. Yeah.
Awesome, great answer, boys. As we say at Future Anything, feedback is fuel. You've definitely taken that on board. I'm sure Juanita heard your whole answer there. Looks like just a little bit of a tech challenge there, which is all good. And then our last question is going to come from Lachlan.
Well done, Jesse and Jack. Like Tanya said, I can tell how passionate you are about it. It sounds like you both come from the life-saving community and living and enjoying time on the beach. Is there something that inspired you for the design, or is there how did you guys come up with the make and the model of what the product does?
Well, we care about this a lot, and like one of our age managers says, any aid that helps lifesavers detect someone in trouble is a bonus because they rely solely on visual detection.
Well done.
Nice.
Thank you.
Awesome. So much knowledge of the life-saving practice coming in to help you with your solution there, team. I know you're also the first of a few teams that'll be pitching from Matthew Flinders Anglican College today, so I'm sure you've got a huge community of teachers and peers there to support you. So you're going to have a really fun day celebrating your amazing work on the pitch and your peers as well. Thanks so much, Jesse and Jack, for your wonderful efforts.
Thank you.
Good on you guys. Well, that was an amazing set of semi-final pitches right there. So good the whole way through. Such a high standard and caliber made from every team. I don't know how the judges are actually going to decide, but we love being tough on our judges. So they got 5 minutes to make that decision. So we're going to send them off into a Zoom room to have that call on their winning team and the runner-up. So we're going to beam them off there now. And whilst they are making that decision, as you know, you've also got an opportunity to get involved and you can cast a people's vote. So if you've been tuning in to support a young person, it's your time to make your voice heard now. On the screen, there is a QR code and a link. You can use either of them to cast your vote. Really simply, you just click the team that you want to put a vote in for. We've been getting loads and loads across the week. So take some time to do that now. And I'm going to turn my camera off and the video off. We'll play some music and give you a little bit of time to cast your people's vote. Thanks, everyone. Alrighty, welcome back, everyone. Thank you so much to our judges for making that decision. Thank you for casting your people's votes. I know the judges have had a really, really tough deliberation there, advocating for their favorite teams. So really solid discussion from our judges. Tanya, I believe you're our foreperson let's go with our runner-up first. So the runner-up's going to go through to present at our showcase. Would you be able to announce the runner-up for us, please?
I sure can. And before I do, just once again, congratulations to all 5 teams. That was hard. We were all sort of very stressed in trying to make that decision because there is incredible merit behind every single idea that we got to see today, and we're so thrilled. But as they say, we need to get to an end point here. So we're really thrilled to announce the runner-up from today's pitches is, drum roll or something, MS Breathable PJs.
MS Breathable Pajamas, there they are, from Fairholme College in Toowoomba. Team, that's great news. You're going to get through to the grand final at our showcase. Are you excited for that?
Yeah, thank you.
Can we say a little something about their pitch?
Yeah. Take 30 seconds. Yeah.
I just wanted to say, well, all 3 of us wanted to say it was incredibly comprehensive. You had thought about so many of the things we were going to ask you questions about, and you just kept hitting them without us having to ask. The power of the inspiration behind the idea, the research that you have done, speaking to people about it, has been fantastic, and we can absolutely see this being driven in a really positive way, especially through those partnerships that you mentioned. So congratulations. We're really excited for you.
Thank you.
Awesome. Such great feedback for the team from our judges there. Thanks so much for supporting them. And now we have our grand final, other team going through to our pitch competition. So our overall winner from semi-final 5, Tanya, who has got the winning spot?
Taking out the winning spot today, this group, the passion was so powerful, and we just know that there is an enormous amount of potential that's important, and might I say, life-saving potential. The winners today is SafeSurf, Jesse and Jack. Congratulations.
Well, Jesse and Jack. They're going to jump on screen in a moment, I'm sure. They might be celebrating with their class.
They are with their class. They're actually getting their makeup done for our school musical today. So they're watching, but they're getting makeup on, so they don't want to be on screen right now. But they are going to be so thrilled.
Jesse and Jack are masters of multiple costumes.
Yeah.
Awesome. If Jesse and Jack can still hear us, anything quick you wanted to say to them, Tanya?
Yeah, absolutely. And even if they end up wanting to watch the recording later, we just wanted to say that we were all really moved by your absolute commitment to understanding how dire this situation is and your passion. And we particularly loved the finance idea behind the rental market that you're looking at. And we just thought it was really well thought out. We're incredibly excited to see where this could go with the new, line of designs and opportunities. So congratulations. We can't wait to see you up on the stage at the final.
Well done, team. Already living the schedule of busy entrepreneurs from pitch to musical, probably through to an investment panel discussion, and then meeting with the Prime Minister this afternoon. Nice work, team. And thank you, judges, for sharing your thoughts on our teams. I know that deliberation was really tough. We really appreciate your time. And we can't really do events without people like yourselves weighing in with your business knowledge. So really, really appreciate that, judges. Thank you. We've got an exciting moment next, which is our People's Vote announcement. And this is where all the votes from home and from school and from places all around the country are coming through. Our People's Vote winner was also Matthew Finder's Anglican College for SafeSurf. Jesse and Jack have taken out the People's Vote spot as well. So amazing work from that team. Another big congrats. We're seeing the thumbs up from that team there as well. I'm sure there's more excitement and celebration going down. Great stuff. That SafeSurf logo, it's absolutely on fire. It's super excited.
They're very happy. You'll hear the cheers again in a second.
Wonderful. Thanks so much, everyone. Lots of winning happening. Thank you so much, judges. I'm just going to take you off screen just briefly, and we are going to talk about what's coming up next. So we've got some more semi-finals happening today. You're welcome to tune into, and we also have our grand final event coming up. So if you're a young person who's tuned in, if you're a parent, if you're a teacher or a community member, we'd love to see you there. We want to get a really big turnout on Tuesday, 19th November, 2024 at the Triffid. It'll also be streamed online. So really no excuse not to get involved and watch that. Get that QR code happening, get that link happening, and you can grab your ticket to join us for the National Grand Final, another wonderful platform where you'll see teams presenting their ideas for change in the world. So really big congrats to all our teams. Every team that pitched did such a wonderful job, which is why that decision for the judges was so tough. If you're a team that's interested in continuing your idea, we really, really encourage that. We want to see young people continuing to bend the future and make the world a better place. We're super proud of everyone's efforts today. Keep in touch with us on your journey. We're really looking forward to keeping in touch with you as well. And thanks so much for everyone who's tuned in. Feel free to join us again in about half an hour for our next semi-final as well. Thanks, everyone.